So, my friends, we talked about the process of purchasing a property using the mortgage qualifications that the government has put in place. So, what happens if you do not fit into that criteria? And as we mentioned, in order to purchase a house, you need to qualify for a mortgage from a financial institution. And to qualify, you need a down payment and you need a good credit score and a good income. So, what happens if you do not have all these three things? If you do not meet these criteria, the mortgage will not be approved. And so you need to think of other creative ways so that you can be able to purchase the property that you are looking for. And what are those creative solutions? So I'm just going to mention these creative solutions, but I will deal with them in depth in another video. So the creative solutions include rent to own. So this is where you have, let's say for example, a good income and you do not have a good credit and you want to take a little bit of some time to fix your credit. So you enter into a rent to own agreement with somebody where somebody purchases a property, an investor purchases a property, and you rent that property for a certain period of time, and then you purchase it after a prescribed period that you agree on with your investor. The other creative solution which I like a lot is co-ownership. So let's say for example your income is not sufficient, and so 2 or 3 people can come together and co-own a home, and that way they can share the cost of running this home. So it makes home ownership a dream come true for some people. The other creative solution is equity sharing. So there are companies out there, I know of one called Our Borrow, where they give you part of the down payment, and in exchange for that, they get a share of the equity of that property. And then another creative solution is where you get a vendor take back mortgage from the vendor, from the person who is selling. So basically it is where the seller of this property gives you a mortgage instead of you going to the bank. So those are the creative solutions that you can use if you cannot qualify for a mortgage. So until next time, let's keep investing.